Hello everyone. Hope you all are doing well. I welcome all of you in the second session of Yoga Teacher Training course. In this session, we will focus on meditation in Eastern perspective. By Eastern perspectives, I mean the Asian perspective or about the Asian traditions. We will see definition of meditation in all these Asian traditions, importance of meditation in Asian cultures. We will also take an overview of the major Asian traditions, which belong to India, China, and Japan. We know that how meditation has evolved across Asian traditions, each with its own philosophy, techniques, and spiritual goals. From Jain Tirthankars to Zen monks, we will see how these practices continue to shape lives around the world. Meditation is more than sitting quietly. It is a disciplined method for cultivating awareness, peace, and spiritual insight. In Asia, it is deeply woven into religious and philosophical traditions. In this session, we will explore Jainism, Hinduism, Buddhism, Taoism, and Shintoism to understand their unique approaches. These traditions are very ancient and deeply rooted in their meditation practices. Let us begin with Jainism. Jain meditation dates back thousands of years. It is noted in the prehistorical age. It has originated from the teachings of the Lord Risha, who was the first Tirthankar of Jain religion and formalized by the last Tirthankar, who was Lord Mahavir in 6th century BCE. Then meditation described in ancient texts like the Acharang Sutra, which has been written down in 500 BCE. This text outlines meditative austerities and self awareness practices. Meditation is being practiced by all 24 Tirthankars and often depicted in Padmasana or Kayatsana postures. Padmasana means the lotus posture, which is mainly used for meditation, and Kayatsana is another posture for meditation in which one stands or sits for a longer period in meditation. In 4th century BCE, Acharya Bahu, who was the religious acharya or religious leader in his time, practiced deep Mahapran meditation, in which he used to stop breathing for a time, and this was a really very difficult and very high level of meditation. Acharya Kundakund, who was in the 1st century BCE, expanded meditative philosophy in his texts like Samaisa and other such texts. Modern revival was done by Acharya Tulsi in 20th century and Acharya Mahapragya in 28th and 21st century, who systematized prakshan meditation by incorporating the modern scientific research in the ancient wisdom. Now we would see the key practices of meditation, but before we would like to know the philosophy behind all these different Jain meditations, which have been practiced from the time of Lord Rishabh to till today. Zen meditation is rigorous and disciplined. It emphasizes purity of self, exploration of truth, observing non-violence, universal friendliness, and many such spiritual higher ethics. The practice of meditation is central in Jain practices. It is not just a sitting quietly, but a profound journey inward to realize the authentic self. Techniques like dharana, dhyan, samadhi, mantra meditation, and body postures help focus the mind, purify the psyche, awaken the inner self, eliminate the karmic dust, and ultimately realize the self. These practices aim for moksha, that is the final liberation from the cycle of births and deaths, by putting all the karmic baggages to an end. Now we would see that what are the major meditational practices of Jain tradition. Among many meditational practices, the first and foremost practice is samayik. In samayik, one practices equanimity for 48 minutes daily by sitting in stillness, reflecting on non-violence, truth, and detachment. And ultimately, the aim of this practice is also to be connected with the inner self. The another very well-known practice of meditation in Jain tradition is Kayotsan. In this practice, one stands or sits in a meditative posture while mentally renouncing the body and worldly attachments and tries to see the self distinct or separate from the physical body. Dharana is another ancient practice of meditation of Jain tradition. It is a kind of concentration on five elements as tools for shedding of the karmic dust for the inner self, from the inner self. Dharma Dhyana and Shukla Dhyana are deeper meditations of Jain tradition. Dharma Dhyana is especially done to explore the truth of self and cosmos, and Shukla Dhyana is done to realize the pure inner self or being, and also to know the secret or underlying messages of the teachings of Jain Tirthankars. Praksha meditation is a modern technique of meditation of Jain tradition. It is a very inclusive as well as very scientific and spiritual technique of meditation. In this meditation, mindful observation of thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations are given importance to purify the self and also to realize the self. Anupreksha is also one of the important practices of Praksha meditation system. In this meditation, one contemplates on some universal truths like impermanence, solitude, and the nature of the soul to foster detachment and spiritual insight. In this way, we have seen that Jainism has been practicing, or Jain community or Jain monks and nuns are practicing meditation from their very long and ancient time, and still the same practices are going on in the present time in different forms or in different names. Now we would see that Hinduism is also a very ancient tradition of meditation. It belongs to it belongs to India, like Jainism belongs to India. So, like Jain, Hindu meditation also dates back thousands of years. In Hinduism, meditation is deeply rooted in its ancient texts like the Vedas and Upanishads. The practice of meditation is central in Hindu tradition too. It is not just a sitting silently, but a profound journey inward to unite with the divine. Techniques like dhyan and japa help focus the mind and invoke spiritual energy. The goal of Hindu meditations is union with the divine and moksha, that is liberation from the cycle of rebirth. The example of Hindu yoga is Patanjali's yoga, and you can find all detail about the Patanjali Yoga in the Yoga Sutra, which has been written down by the sage Patanjali in 2nd century BCE or might be before or later. Now we would see what are the key meditation techniques in Hinduism. There are 4 to 5 main techniques of meditations which are prevalent in Hindu tradition, and they are Dhyan, Japa, Natak, Kundalini meditation, and Raj Yoga. Dhyan means deep contemplation and absorption. It is central to yogic practices of Hindu tradition. Jap means repetition of mantras using mala beads. For example, Om mantra, Ram mantra, Rim mantra, or Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. All these different mantras are chanted by the Hindu yogis, sannyasis, and also those who believes in Hindu tradition. They are using all these different mantras for their meditation. Tatak is a kind of concentrated gazing at a fixed point of a candle flame. And in this meditation, one doesn't blink the eyes for the time being and tries to know the reality which is um, in front of him and on which he is focused. Kundalini meditation is also very well-known practice of Hindu tradition. It is for awakening spiritual energy through breath and visualization. Raj Yoga is a modern technique of Hindu meditation, and it is especially practiced in the Brahma Kumari institutions. Raj Yoga is the yoga of mind and body control with a focus on meditation and energies. If somebody wants to go into deeper study of all these different Hindu meditations, then they can explore all these meditations through internet or their websites or their main texts. Now you would see that Buddhism is another Indian tradition of meditation, and it is well known for its meditational practices worldwide. Buddhist meditation is all about cultivating awareness and insight. Vipassana, for example, is very famous meditation of Buddhist tradition, and you can find thousands and thousands of centers of Vipassana meditation in all over the world. Vipassana teaches us to observe sensations without reacting. This leads to understanding impermanence of everything. Shamat is also Buddhist practice of meditation. Shamat helps calm the mind, while Zazen, especially in Zen Buddhism, emphasizes posture and breath awareness. The goal of Buddhist meditations is to attain nirvana, and nirvana means freedom from suffering and attachment, and not the self realization. Now we would see what are the key meditation techniques in Buddhism. We find that in Buddhism there are certain meditations which have been widely accepted, received, and practiced. Among them, Vipassana is first and foremost meditation. Vipassana means insight meditation, observing bodily sensations to understand impermanence of everything. Shaman is a kind of calm, abiding meditation, developing concentration and tranquility of mind. Zazen is another famous meditation of Zen Buddhism. Zazen means sitting and forgetting. It is a silent, seated meditation emphasizing posture and breath. Metta is a kind of contemplative meditation in which one tries to cultivate compassion towards self and other living beings. Anapanasati is also well-known meditation of Buddhist tradition. It is widely and received and also being practiced by all different cultures of East and West. So Anapanasati means mindfulness of breathing. It is a breath awareness. Now we would see the the tradition of China, which is known as Taoism or Taoism. Taoist meditation is less about effort and more about surrender. It is focused on harmony with the Tao, that is the natural way. For example, Zhaozing in or seating and forgetting. This meditation invites us to let go of ego and merge with the Tao, the natural flow of the universe. Breath work and visualizations are also used to refine internal energy, aiming for harmony, longevity, and spiritual refinement. So the key meditation techniques in Taoism are Zhaowang, which is a sitting and forgetting, as I have said. In this meditation, one practices to letting go of thoughts and ego to merge with the Tao or Tao. Another important meditation of this tradition is inner alchemy. In this meditation, one visualizes energy flow through meridians to refine spirit. And the next important meditation of this tradition is breath meditation, in which one harmonizes breath with cosmic rhythms. Now we are coming to the last not but the least tradition of Asia, and that is Shintoism. It is mainly um, belong to belongs to Japan. Shinto doesn't have formal meditation like other traditions, but practices like misogi, which is a kind of ritual of purification with water, and it serves a similar purpose. Nature contemplation is key technique of meditation of this tradition. In this meditation, by silently observing sacred spaces, one connects with Kami, the spirits of nature. It is a meditative experience rooted in reverence and simplicity. Goal The goal of the practices of Shintoism is to connect with Kami, which are the spirits of nature and natural harmony. Influence of Zen Buddhism can be seen in modern Shinto meditation. So in this way, we have seen that Shintoism is offering some kind of meditations. Among them, the two are very important or very famous, and they are Misogi and nature meditation. In Misogi, we find that it is a kind of a ritual of purification using water. It is often combined with breath control. Nature meditation is a silent contemplation in sacred natural spaces to connect with the spirits of nature, which are recognized as kami. Now we would take a comparative overview of all these in Asian or Eastern traditions. First of all, Hinduism. The technique of Hinduism is dhyan, jap, tratak, and kundalini meditation, or you can say breath visualization and energy awakening. The method of and focus of all these different practices, as we see that dhyan is especially done for deep concentration and absorption, and the purpose of dhyan is to be in union with the divine power. Jap is also very well-known practice of Hinduism, and it has now become a global phenomenon also. So in this particular technique, one repeats the sacred mantras, for example, Om mantra or Ram mantra or Hare Krishna or Hare Rama. And the purpose of such kind of meditation or mantra meditation is mental purification and to express devotion. Tratak is also a very important practice of Hindu tradition. In this particular meditation, one gazes at a fixed point, for example, candle flame. And the purpose of such kind of practice is enhancing focus and inner vision. Kundalini meditation is also well-known practice of Hinduism, and in this particular meditation, one focuses on breath, visualization, and energy awakening. The method which is used for this meditation is spiritual awakening and transformation. The focus on spiritual awakening and transformation, and the purpose is spiritual awakening and transformation. So the purpose and the focus is the same. Now we would see Buddhism. The technique of Buddhism of meditation are known as Vipassana, Shamat, Zazen, Metta, and other meditations. The method and focus of all these techniques, as we see that Vipassana is focused on mindful observation of sensations, and the purpose of Vipassana is insight into impermanence and removing suffering. Shamat meditation is focused on breath and focused calm and concentration. The purpose of shamat is mental tranquility and clarity. Zazen, in this meditation, we see that the focus is, or the method is seated meditation. It is a kind of seated meditation with posture awareness. And the purpose is direct experience of reality, which is known as Satori. Metta, it is a kind of loving kindness meditation, and its focus is on loving kindness and visualization, and the purpose is cultivation of compassion towards the self and others. Taoism, the technique of Taoism are known as Zhuang and inner alchemy. Method and focus of these techniques are on seating and forgetting ego and thoughts, and energy visualization and breath control. Zhuang is practiced with the purpose to merging with the Tao, and inner alchemy is a practice with the purpose of longevity and spiritual refinement. Shintoism has two main techniques of meditation, Misogi and nature meditation. Misogi is using the method of water. It is a kind of water purification. It is a yeah, and it is a purification process with water and with breath control. The purpose of this misogi is spiritual cleansing and renewal. Nature meditation is focusing on silent contemplation in sacred places, and the purpose is connection with the kami, that is the spirit of nature and nature itself. So far as Jainism is concerned, we find that there are several techniques of meditation which are prevalent in Jain tradition, and they are Samai, Kayotsur, Dharana, Dharma Dhyan, Shukla Dhyan, Anupreksha, and Preksha. Samai is focused on equanimity and detachment. The purpose of Samai is to be connected to self and to stop karmic bondage. Kayatsu is focused on stillness and body abandonment. The purpose of this practice is transcendence of physical identity. Dharana is a kind of meditation which is focused on five elements, and the purpose is shedding of the karmic dust from the authentic self. Dharma Dhyan is a meditation on spiritual and cosmic realities. The purpose of such meditation is to know reality as such. Shukla meditation is meditation on pure self, and the purpose of this meditation is to be in pure being or to know the secret of the teachings of Tirthankaras or Jinas. Anupreksha is a kind of contemplative meditation or reflections, and the purpose is to know and internalize the experience which one gets from deeper meditation. Preksha meditation is a modern technique of meditation which is very inclusive and very scientific as well as spiritual in its nature. It is focused on breath, visualization, and mantra chanting. The purpose of Praksha meditation is purification of mind, psyche, and soul, along with the self realization. Thus, we find that these all different Asian traditions have common themes across themselves. Despite their differences, these traditions share common traits, which are breath control, mindfulness, detachment from ego, and a pursuit of spiritual liberation. Whether through chanting, silence, or visualization, or concentration, meditation is a tool for inner transformation for all these Asian traditions and cultures. In this way, I would like to conclude my talk. But before concluding, I would like to say one more thing regarding the Asian traditions and their meditational practices. We find that these meditations have very great impact on modern world. They have influenced all different cultures of East and West. Today, these ancient techniques have found new life in wellness, psychology, and even corporate settings. Mindfulness, derived from Buddhist practices, is used to reduce stress and improve focus. Yoga and mantra meditation from Hinduism have become global phenomena. Praksha meditation is being seen as a holistic approach of health and a happy combination of ancient wisdom and scientific research. The purpose of all these different Asian meditations, as I have said, is spiritual and not just physical wellness or fitness or mental peace. These traditions thus offer timeless tools for modern challenges, along with serving the spiritual goal of human life. So, in conclusion, I would like to say that meditation in ancient traditions is a rich tapestry of wisdom. Each path offers unique insights into the human condition and ways to transcend it. Whether you are seeking peace, clarity, or spiritual growth, these practices remain deeply relevant today. With this, I would like to thank to all of you for your kind attention and patience. If somebody has any question regarding any Eastern or Asian traditions, they are welcome for their questions and for their queries. And if somebody wants to share some knowledge about all these Eastern or Western traditions or cultures regarding meditation and their yogic practices, they are also welcome. After question answer session, we would take a practical session for 15 minutes at least, and after that, the session will be over. So thank you very much